Going outside. Great. I forgot what they call it. Angus. It's Angus. Blame him for that. M3HCJ. Good.
All already. Yeah. The guy who called me afterwards was up in Shropshire. I thought you were trying to call him.
Okay. Yeah. I've got to pick up all the stuff first before I take them out. They'll kip it. I've got two now. Temporary. M3HCJ 45, 15 seconds ago.
Wow.
NOICE.
CQ, calling all radio amateurs and shortwave listeners. This is GB2RS, the news broadcasting service of the Radio Society of Great Britain. This broadcast comes to you from amateur radio station G4TRN, located in Bristol and transmitting via the GB3ZB repeater. Good morning. It's Sunday the 20th of November, and here's the GB2RS news broadcast prepared by the RSGB and intended for all radio amateurs and shortwave listeners. This bulletin is also available at www.rsgb left 20 meters. The EO-79 SunCube 3 satellite has transitioned to amateur radio service now that its primary mission has been completed. AMSAT UK and AMSAT NL have announced that the SunCube UZ transponder has been activated with a regular schedule. Due to power budget constraints, the transponder cannot operate 24/7, so an orbit-specific schedule has been developed. The transponder will commence operation 27 minutes after the spacecraft enters sunlight and remain active for 25 minutes. This schedule may be modified in the weeks ahead as experience dictates. The transponder uplink is 435.047 to 435.077 MHz lower sideband. The downlink is 145.935 to 145.965 MHz upper sideband. The output power of the amateur radio payload is about 400 milliwatts. If you're interested in 472 kHz, there are two QSO parties on the horizon. On the 26th and 27th of November, it's QRSS, and on the weekend of the 3rd and 4th of December, it's the turn of CW. Starting with the sunset about 1700 UTC, the organizer says that we'll keep on QSOing until your eyes keep on 200 Hz shift for several days. IARUMS said the transmissions were heard for the last time on the 31st of October. The deep-seated major earthquake of magnitude 7.5 that struck the South Island of New Zealand last Monday still has people cut off from road transport due to massive slips and damage. Amateur Radio Emergency Communications National Director Jeff Sayer, ZL4JS, advises us that AREC offered its services but were not needed as the civil infrastructure was coping well. AREC served well during the Christchurch earthquake of 2011, and the latest tremor brought back memories of that disaster in memory. The official is permitting the use of spectrum or waterfall displays and a prohibition on the use of second or sub-receivers. It will continue the two-operator, two-transmitter format of the earlier WRTCs, so both stations will be permitted to transmit at any time to maximise their scoring. Also, only one computer is permitted to be attached to each radio, and PCs used in the effort must connect via wired Ethernet. wrtc2018.de for full details of this event. On the 13th of November, a new Greenlandic beacon, OX4M, Mike, went on the air from Hotel Quebec 90 Alpha Lima. The frequency is 70.047 MHz, running 25 watts into a dipole radiating north-south. The beacon transmits CI4 plus CW plus carrier, and also has a sister beacon, Oslo X-ray 6 Mike, on 50.047 MHz. Now, details of rallies and events for the coming week. Well, there's nothing near us. Final rally of the year. They're up in Lancashire, South Lancashire rally on the 3rd, and the Bishop Auckland rally, Spennymoor Leisure Centre on the 4th. Durham. If you've any rally or event information for 2017 you'd like to appear in future editions of GB3ZB News, you can comment on the RSGB website. Please email full details to radcom@rsgb.org.uk. So note the DX News compiled from falsified DX News and other sources. Tom, CH3TG is operating as 5 November, for Alpha 3 Tango Golf from Nigeria, until the 25th of November, you can see on 20 meters FSC MTW and on 30 meters CW in the evening. Sure sounds very call. Felix DL5XL will be returning to the German Antarctic research base, Neumeier 3, I should say drop, this month, and will be there until next February. His call sign will be CT1, POL, 1 Papa Australina, and he'll mainly operate CW and digital modes. This activity will count as Alpha November 016 for the IOTA program, and QSL manager is DL1ZBO, and logs will be uploaded to Logbook World. A group of operators will be on the air as 8 Quebec 7 Sierra Papa from Disuchi Island, IOTA AS013, in the Maldives, from the 20th of November to the 3rd of December. Activity will be on the 160 to 10 meter band using CWSFC and RITI, with several stations active. This includes an entry in the Q3 Worldwide DX CW contest next weekend. QSL via ST6FX5. Yutaka JA6GWX will be on there as 9 November 7 November Zulu from Kathmandu, Nepal, from the 20th to the 27th of November. Activity will be on the HS band using CW and FSB, QSL direct to home call. Christian IS0BWM will be on the air as 9 Quebec 0 Hotel Quebec /3 from Kendik, Democratic Republic of Congo, from the 20th of November to the 25th of December. Activity will be on the HS band using SSB, QSL direct to home call. DIM NL8F will be on the air as Victor Kilo 9 November Foxtrot from Norfolk Island from the 22nd of November to the 3rd of December, QSL direct to N7RO. Now the special event news. As part of the church's annual festival, remembering St Hilda, the special event station Golf Bravo 5 Sierra Hotel will operate from St Hilda's Church, Hartlepool, Tango Sierra 240 Delta Alpha today, the 20th of November, and operation is expected to be on 1480 meter band to a lesser extent perhaps 2 meters. Omani amateur radio operators can air their Alpha 4 calls with a /46 until the 30th of November in celebration of the 46th anniversary of the independence of Oman. Now the contest news. The Essex CW Club annual activity week ends today, 20th. This is a friendly, non-contest style event to encourage CW operators old and new. The the minimum exchange of non-members RSP name, with members adding their membership number. Full details of preferred frequencies and awards can be found on the RSGB Club website. As usual, favourite search engine. Tuesday, it's the 60 meg UK activity contest, and you have to 13 the 18th of November. Last week, the solar flux index hovered around the 80 mark, with average sunspot counts reaching their lowest level in 5 years. The sunspot minimum predicted to be sometime in 2018 or 2019, which gives a taste of what we can expect for the time being. But it wasn't all bad news, as geomagnetic conditions were quite settled midweek, with the planetary K-index at 1 or 2. As a result, the HS bands were at 5. Malcolm, G3ZB reports clearing as far as Arizona on 20 metres, and the Chiltern Digison suggested openings on 21 megs were possible over a 3,000 km. Unfortunately, coronal hole activity on the Sun may, once again, result in the range 75 to 80, but the K-index will likely be in the range 4 to 7 at times, so long range DX may be impacted adversely, especially on routes over the North Pole. Geomagnetic conditions for the following week CQ are to drop over the coming week. Losses are moderate but increasing. Boom declination goes negative on Thursday, and windows shorten, but there are still plenty of EME opportunities to be had. For meteor scattering enthusiasts, the Leonids are all but over, but we now have the major Geminid shower to look forward to in a few weeks' time, and that's all from the propagation team for this week. You're listening to GB2RS, the news broadcasting service of Radio Society Great Britain, coming to you from the station T4TRN, transmitted by the GB3ZB repeater. So now to local news for the southwest, centred on the repeater on Dunkley Hill. We start with clubs that have several events this week. North Bristol Amateur Radio Club has an open net from 7 p.m. on GB3BS tonight and next Sunday. On Friday, there's a relax and chat evening alongside training classes and radio operation. Saturday sees the Southwest DMR net from 7 p.m. slot 2, talk group 950. Details from that G7FBD by email, call sign, Golf 7 Foxtrot Bravo Delta at Golf Bravo 3 Bravo Sierra.com. Skip past next to the Plymouth and Appledore. Monday, Western Supermare Radio Society has 4 15-minute mini lectures. Details from Martin Jones, G7UWI 01934 613 094. Thursday, South Bristol Amateur Radio Club having an open house and on the air night. Details from Andrew Jenner, G7KNA 07838 695 471. Swindon's got an activity night on Thursday. Newville's got an on-air and committee meeting Friday. Skip past all day. Now over the 7th of Wales, Newport Amateur Radio Society has a club net from 10 a.m. on 3.704 megs today and next Sunday. Tuesday sees the club net on 145.435 megs from 8 p.m. And you get details from Margaret, TW4SUE on 01633 665 289. Nothing else for South Wales. And then we come to the Midlands. Gloucester Amateur Radio and Electronic Society is having an informal and general operating evening on Monday. On Wednesday, it's the club net from 7:30 p.m. Initially on 145.5 megs, then moving to 145.55 megs. All the nearest clear channel. On Thursday, there's a net from 7:30 p.m. starting on 145.55 megs, and then deciding where to move. Contact Suzanne 2E1GKY on 01242 699 595 during the day. So, that's the end of this week's GB2RS news broadcast compiled by the Radio Society Great Britain with fresh sent down to radio and radio amateurs within the United Kingdom and internationally. News items for GB2RS should be sent to RSGB headquarters as far in advance as possible. The deadline is 10 a.m. on Thursday. You may contact our news desk by phone on 01224 832 700 or fax then on 01234 831 496. If using email, please send general news items and regional news for Radcom and GB2RS to radcom@rsgb.org.uk, and the RSGB retains the copyright to the material transmitted. Information about amateur radio or the latest GB2RS broadcast schedule can be obtained by sending an A4 size stamped addressed envelope indicating your requirements to the Radio Society of Great Britain, number 3, Abbey Court, Fraser Road, Priory Business Park, Bedford, and the postcode Mike Kilo 443 Whiskey Hotel, and there's the website www.rsgb.org. So until next Sunday, 7/3, have a good week from the GB2RS U team.
For more information, please visit our website at www.with.
And having no success at all, so I've just complained and compiled an email to the supplier saying it's rubbish and doesn't work. Anyway, long story really. I'll leave you with the pile-up, John. G4 TRN, G3 TKF.
G4 TRN. Yeah, there's a bit about discounts in the latest Radcom, isn't there? I read somewhere that anybody who feels the need to put a vertical on top of discount in order to make it work has missed the entire principle.
Sending it back anyway because it's rubbish. It's a stainless steel one which doesn't really need to be, and it's also badly engineered. And the fact that I can't get a match on any amateur bands, which in theory it's supposed to do. So yeah, not a good buy. Back to you, 3 TKF.
G4 TR. Yeah, probably will make it Monday week. Just to about 400 megs, I suppose. Doesn't radiate very well in the radio frequency range. It's not bad. It has a black body radiator though.
Yeah, I've got to go, John.
Cheers.
Morning, John. G0JPS.
Yeah, morning, Chris. G0JPS, G4T. I'm not sure that you weren't doubling with somebody. There was a burble underneath you, but there we go. Well, we'll leave Robin to play with his dummy load.
Well, nothing heard. Thank you for the broadcast there, and well, good luck for Robin outdoors mucking about with aerials. Grabbing sort of Mr. Kyle or that sort of ilk. Yeah. Fortunately, I managed to avoid getting sucked into television very much. I've got one, but I don't use it much. Occasionally watch a film on the Netflix if I've got nothing better to do, but usually I'll just come up here and switch the wires on and see what I can hear. G0JPS.
Or TRN. Yeah, I was just looking through the Radio Times and saw this and wondered whether it would be on. So yes, read your Radcom if you got one. Otherwise, read it online. And see, I think the basic trouble was the radio amateur was not of English background. He actually come from Africa, and I think his big and most catastrophic mistake was made very, very early on by not adopting English standards of communication. He was was exceedingly rude at the outset, and I think that was the first of many nails in his coffin. G4TRN.
G0JPS. Oh, right. I don't think I got any worries along those lines. My little wire antenna out the back's virtually invisible unless you sort of know it's there. And the white stick's been on the chimney for 20 years, so it's been there for longer than most of the people that live around here now.
Yes, it gets a bit like that, you know. Some of my stuff is older than most of the people around here.
Right. If there's anybody else out there. G0JPS. Thanks for the news there, John.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, happy days. Cheers, Chris. G4CRN.
Mr. HDJ Mower.
Ah! He's back. Dog watered.
Already finished. I doubled, that was me on the double. Yeah. How about a rotary washing night? I know somebody who swears by it. No, I don't think so. Sir HDJ Mobile.
Well, I mean, you could configure a convo like that, couldn't you?
Yeah. Well, when you think about it, rotary washing night is only about 6 foot tall, and the elements sticking out about 45 degrees. They're not taking part in it, you know what I mean. Just the bit at the bottom, the stub. You've got to insulate that from DAC. There's a bit of polythene. Yeah. Marvellous, they said. Marvellous. We'll see your logbook, mate. M08. It's all tongue in cheek, mate. M08 to J Mobile.
Good morning. The time is 10 o'clock a.m.
Oh, no, she's done. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think this chap's solution was to run his car out the garage, park it on the driveway, and put a whip on the car and work through that. Bit of a come down. All very bad. The answer to these aerial things is to stand them on a milk bottle or something like that. It's very good insulator. Right. Well, John on the hill is off somewhere else today. It's his turn next week. Thanks to Robin. There's you. Don't know where the others are. Probably get Tony to stick his head over the parapet if he's goaded. Remember break, Dave. G4TRM.
Don't think I'm on GHCKK. I think I'm on the wrong.
And you're not. Morning, Tony.
Oh, G4TRN in the group GHCKK. I went on right frequency there, John. Good morning anyway. How do you, Dave? It wasn't now. I didn't know whether I had the right tone in for a minute. Thanks for reading the news, John. Anyway, back round to you. G4TRN, GHCKK.
G4TRN. I thought you were going to say the right mic. But we were hearing you anyhow, Tony. Yeah, thanks for popping up. Good to hear you. And you squashed Dave flat. That's right to you, Dave. G4TRN.
NOICD.
Actually, go on. It's fine.
Well, I could make a comment, but they wouldn't like it, would they? So, yeah, I don't think you could squash me up here. I don't know, nothing to report. I suppose you'll be chasing that new Fun Cube 4, will it, John? Tony this smoke mobile.
M0HDJ Mobile GHCKK. Yeah, no, okay, Dave, I can tell you're mobile anyway. No, it's I direct here. I got rid of a lot of power, a couple of watts, that's all. But I could see Dundrees from here, over the field. If I walk over the field from where I am, I could see Dundrees could get it easy. I'd probably pick it all up on the attenuator with acid. But thank you. I don't count this Fun Cube thing. Yeah, I did hear that. The arrows are down at the moment. I haven't finished messing about. Oh no, I could probably work it on the vertical. The verticals that, or the collinear that. I've heard it before on the collinear, but I'll have to take a listen, see how it comes back down there, John. I could look it all up later, all that sort of stuff. But funny enough, I was fiddling with a computer and looking at the passes on the different things yesterday. Because I haven't been using the gear, I thought I'd better make sure that the computer was up to date, you know. Otherwise, the minute you go to switch it on, you find it's going to update for a day and you missed out. G4TRN, GHCKK.
G4TRN, yeah. I mean, the last time I went up to my Windows 10 computer, it had downloaded something and said, we're going to update this for you. And then it changed its mind and said, we're going to do it now. Oh no! And it took 10 minutes to close down, 10 minutes to start it again. I wanted the same thing. Look at this. If your Ubuntu computer wants to update itself, shall I let it for the news? I might as well. It probably won't take more than 2 minutes. What am I going to get? A new Firefox and Firefox thing. 55 megabytes only for updates. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. I probably won't have to reboot. When I do, it only takes about 20 seconds. Right, I need to make myself scarce again. Prepare myself for the 10:30 event. Whose turn is it? Yours, I think, Tony. It's Cube 3, by the way, high end of the band. Can't remember the actual figures. I think they got the part they give out both sets of frequencies is low followed by high, but I think they really ought to do, if you do low followed by high for the VHF, you ought to do high followed by low for the probably got it the wrong way round, but you know what I mean. It's an inverting transverter. There we go. GHCKK G4TRN.
Dave, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking of covert areas. You could have low down ones. I mean, I got a low down loop. It's don't TX very good, but it's a good receiver. It picks up everything on the LFs, right down to probably where the broadcast band, long wave band. Use what you got in the garden, innit? You know, if you got a wooden fence, run something around there, or if it's what's it? A wire job, even better. Use a couple of their wires on the fence, and you've got a long wire there. Just deck the inner bit out. Anyway, there we are. I should have to write a book about it. Oh, talking of books, literature. You're knocking up a special edition of Q5 I think I know the answer, but I'll just ask you. Sir, how you suggest?
You're HDJ. I had thought about it, but I should be busy. I'll tell you what, I'll see if I could do something. I will see if I could do something. I was doing QSL things for the different things we've been doing. But the cards are all sort of, I got all the stuff ready. I could print the cards off now for the different places, and then I could fill them in while I'm waiting for this XOB there date. So I may bring that up. There's only a few on that one, so I could get on with it anyway. I'll try. I'll think about that one day. It's getting a bit close. Right. What else did John say? Oh, on that, yeah. On the 2000, on me 2000, I could do that. All the Doppler shifts could go in there and what have you there. I could mess about with that, although reversing things on it it could be a little bit awkward, but I have managed it in the past. G4TRN, the HCKK, the group.
Yeah, I must go. I get better coverage, local coverage, well, sort of UK coverage, with straight up and straight down radiation, and I really ought to have my aerial nice and low. It's not that easy because the shack is in the attic. I wondered about reconfiguring the bent inverted V dipole that starts at the front hedge and finishes on the back wall, changing that into a loop. Then I got the problem of feeding it, and I got coax running up the chimney, which is the disused chimney, which is easy. I don't know what I do with open wire. It's not as though I'm in the back of the house where I could put things through a window. So it's also losing the shack or putting remote ATU. It's a bit difficult. Something I never ever got round to. But thought about it. The other thing I thought I might try is one of these 9-to-1 balance like Chris uses, and a long wire, wire or just the wire. I don't know. Right. I'm myself. Probably see you.
Do top up to 40. Get out. So anywhere past that, and it don't matter because I've got using the CP6. I was speaking to John on the CP6 this morning on 80 So I got some slabs which I'm going to just whoever stays over here be able to get on with that and take them from where I got them at the moment to find a destination in the back garden. Then I can cross I can get to that Luke Perry decided to go.
Not quite sure what you're about. I tell you what, if you could, I see you were about a delta loop. If you get a delta loop on it, feed it with the ladder line, 400 ohm ladder line, then it probably tune around a little bit. That. I got a G5RV in this end, which isn't too bad, and that's in a loop. It isn't a joint loop, it loops round the garden. Like a giant halo, John. It's like a giant halo. And, but a square one, a square halo, and it's up about 18 feet. But I find the best there, and I've been using it for portable, and that is an inverted V-doublet. I got an 80 meter inverted V-doublet, and that's for me 400. And I can put that straight into an auto-tuner, and it had tuned most of the band. Dave knows he's seen it working, but I think it had tuned the 40 rate down to 6 meters and that without any problem. I've not really tried transmitting on 80 and 160 on it, but it had tuned up on there, but I don't think it will be putting out much signal anyway, better that or not matter about all that anyway, no. So I'm gonna say KK in the group.
Knock up, see if we can lay some slaps. Mr. HCJ, back to you for the final attempt.
Zero HTJ GHCKK. Yeah, okay, Dave. Well, I did have the list. I had a look at a couple of things. There's a couple of East Kent things on there what I was interested in, or, you know, audio generator and RF generator. But they've got a bit of East Kent. I used to have a lot of those. Somebody wanted it all off me and I got rid of it, but I managed to get a couple of things back. I got meters here, which I've had, but I got a rig now and some other bits and pieces, and I thought I'd get a few more bits of kit, but I think one of it's gone anyway, so I'm stuck there. I can't have that. And there was a couple of rigs, but the prices to me were a lot too high, so I got that. And there was a KW Easy match, and I'd already said to XOV Dave, I said, well, I just couldn't get the bits to make anything like it, so I thought, well, that'd be handy. And then if anybody wants it, but Dave got it. I did tell him if he's seen it, he would get it. But he's only, I did check up on it. I got it. Maybe later, I don't know.